Hi submarine friends. Well, I managed to get my new hydraulic pump installed. That was super easy. I just took a plate of steel, put it in my 4-jaw chuck in the lathe, machined out the center. So this pump actually has a shoulder in it to hold it in place. It fits this bracket perfectly, drilled 2 holes, welded it on, boom, done. Piece of cake. Now another thing I had to do is make a new hydraulic tank because the old system was a pump inside a tank. So I fabricated this today, which is, let me see. It's a piece of this pipe, which is a little heavier than 16 gauge, 8 inches in diameter. I actually found this at the dump, about 6 feet of it. So I made the tank body out of that, welded some plates on the end, and welded in fittings for the suction attachment, the return line, and a vent, and a filler plug right here, of course. So that all went pretty good. So I just have to make a mount to secure this to the chassis, and then I'm going to move the hydraulic filter right here into the back area because I want this to be as clean as possible, so when I work on the engine in the future I can sit in this space without bumping into all those parts and pieces. So that went really well, no big deal. I ordered a new hydraulic valve, a 30 gallon per minute valve. That's going to be at least a week to get here, but that will mount back in here, maybe on top of this tank, and then my control will transfer over to that valve, and I'll be right back where I started, no problem at all. So the next thing that I'm going to work on, maybe, I got to think about that, but I've decided, 99% decided, that I'm going to change my steering system. Sometimes my first ideas are not the best. I've always struggled with the hydraulic steering thing because I won't know the position of the rudder, and that kind of bugs me. So I think I'm going to just go to a manual steering system. So I just have to punch a hole in the hull right about here. I already have a shaft penetrator machined from another project. It's a 1-inch shaft, nice and heavy duty. I'll put plastic bushings in it because it's always going to have a side load on it. And then I can just have a tiller that goes from here. So I'll just have to do this motion to steer the sub. It eliminates a hydraulic pump or flow divider. It eliminates a bunch of hoses. It eliminates through hull connections. It eliminates the rear motor. So it eliminates a lot of parts that could fail at any time. So I should have just done that in the beginning. I don't know why I was so hesitant to do that. I had another submarine with that system and it works really well. So I don't know, maybe I was just being lazy. Mind you, this was a lot of work. So I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do. So maybe tomorrow I'll start on that. Ciao.